going?
Hey Tim, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm just stopped by to show you the new MV.
Okay.
I noticed on your fleet that you have about 10 trucks right now.
Yeah.
You got a variety. You got heavies. You have looks like you have 4 internationals and a couple of Latinos.
I do.
So first question: you're looking. What are you looking for at this point? What are you trying to accomplish with these trucks?
Obviously, driver retention is a big thing. So the comfort for my drivers comes first and foremost. Along with that, the safety, and then probably the price point on it would be a good one.
The price point? Okay.
Yeah, just like a super general. I know it's not going to be specific, but sort of what we can do. So.
Okay. So how about, I see that you have, since you have a couple of heavies, and are you into bling? Do you like to have like all those extra
I do
lights
love
and
my
everything?
chrome, Herb. I
You
do
do?
love my chrome.
Okay. All right. Well, let me show you this, the new MV, and I'll give you a rundown of why this isn't just the best decision, but moving forward, this will be your only decision for purchasing medium-duty trucks.
All right.
First off, when we start walking around here, I'll just give you an idea on the hood itself. The way that the hood is set up, we have a 3-piece hood. Now, do you have any problems with accidents or your guys getting into fender benders or anything like that?
Here and there, yeah, we've tried to cut down on it recently, but
Yeah.
you can only do so much.
Well, the nice thing about the International MV is they have a 3-piece composite hood. So just say if you have a fender bender and you hit and something's hit on the side,
Yeah.
and one piece is messed up or broken, you don't have to replace the whole hood.
Okay.
Now compared to, as I was saying, I saw that you had the Hinos. They only have a 1-piece hood. You have to replace the whole hood.
Yeah.
So this you can piecemeal it, and also the bumper is a single bumper. So half-hour labor time, you can pop a new bumper on there with no issues at all.
Good. Sounds affordable. I
Yeah.
like it.
Also, when you get into the engine compartment, it only takes 11.4 pounds, not even 12 pounds to
That's it?
open this up. It's half of what the Hino does. And just for example, some of the other manufacturers, like the new Ford, takes you 65 pounds of pressure to open up the hood. The other thing is, you're talking about driver retention.
Yeah.
What this means to you is that it's going to be easier for them to get in here. And in the morning, when they do their pre-trip, all your guys do pre-trips, right?
Every day.
Awesome. So everything is easy to get access, easy to open up. They can see that all the fluids are easily accessed, and they can check everything as they're doing their pre-trip inspection. Also, while I have this open, we have the Cummins 6.7 turbo diesel in here. This model right here is a 260 horsepower. You can go anywhere from 200 horsepower up to 325 horsepower on this truck. So, and then if you jump up to one model higher, which comes with the L9 engine, that would be over 33,000 GVW. Then you can go with up to 350 horsepower.
Wow.
But for what you're needing, I think this is probably going to be a good solution for you.
Quick
So-
question.
Yes.
Again, what kind of transmission we're working with?
Okay, so yeah, I was going to show that inside. You got the Allison automatic transmissions, the Allison 2200 RDS,
Okay.
which has a PTO gear already in it. And I'll show you on the inside where you can have a control where you just press a button, flip a switch, and then you're good.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Just operate your bed. So, and moving around here, just wanted to share with you. Sorry.
No, you're good.
We have a new mirror design. The new mirror design is set forward. The nice thing about this mirror is that you remember the old ones, because you do have older Internationals.
Yeah.
The older ones had the 3-piece design, so you had more hardware that you had to move. International redesigned this, so it's more ergonomic, it's quieter. And the nice thing about this also is, from where the driver's sitting, you get an extra 15 degrees
Really?
of visibility on this side, and an extra 5 degrees of visibility on the passenger side, as well as when you're looking forward from where you're positioned in the seat. We have the best-in-class visibility to the ground, and that could save a kid's life. You know,
Yeah.
if they're moving around in traffic and things like that.
Yep.
So, and then with the opening up the truck itself, you can see they have easy cab step design here. The controls on the inside are car-like design. You have a solid steel piece of construction on the actual cab itself.
Okay.
Heavy-duty hinges.
Good.
And then this new cab design is, if you've noticed on your old International, you had a two-piece window. This is a single-piece window, very much a car-like design.
Yeah. It's
quieter and it has more stability. So now you're talking about driver retention. The other thing is, what's an option is that we can get this color coded, so when your guys are getting in and out, they know where to step, that they can see that they can hold the grab handle. You can also hold the grab handle here for easy entry or egress. Okay. So if you would like, if you could go to the passenger side, I can go over the details on the inside.
Sounds good.
Okay, so there, you have 3 cab designs. You have a regular cab, this is an extended cab, and then you can get a crew cab. So basically, if you're hauling passengers, you have that extra space back there.
We do a lot of that.
You have a lot of passengers too. So now, are you doing city and county? Or you...
Well, we try to. Most of it goes through city though. So.
Okay, so the extended cab would be better than the crew cab because it'll give you a little better turning radius.
Okay.
Speaking of turning radius, when you're turning this, you have a 50-degree wheel cut.
Good.
Which is better than any of the other manufacturers out there right now.
Yeah.
As you look at all your controls, now you told me you wanted bling and you like bling.
I love bling.
And I saw your records; they have a lot of bling on them.
Oh, yeah.
So for lighting, the way that they have this set up, you have the switch packs are easily accessible and they're heavy duty.
Good.
Just to press a button and it'll go right on. The other thing is, compared to the Hino, the switch packs, the maximum you can get is 5 switches on the Hino. Now, if you wanted to load this up and have every button do a different light, which you like, you could load up this to have up to 30 switches, and they're all factory switches, which is state of the art. No one else has that offer. The dash control itself right here, this is all new dash design. It's all electronic. You have a toggle switch here that you can check the hours, the miles, fuel mileage. You can check everything. It actually gives you real-time fuel mileage on this, so that you can know where you're going with this. Just another question. Do you service your own fleet, or do you go elsewhere?
We try to. Some of it's out service, but we do a little bit in shop. So whenever we can, we do.
Well, here's an important part. If you're doing service, we have International has almost 800 locations nationwide.
Good.
Beltway has 7 locations in Maryland alone. You're never more than 30 minutes away from the next location.
Good.
But the thing is that with 700 locations, we're like McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know, we're pretty much everywhere. A lot of the other manufacturers, it's going to cost you more than a Happy Meal to go to their location in fuel. And actually, we're much closer, and so you have more uptime, which is really important. The other thing is when you're dealing with service and codes and everything, you have drivers that sometimes don't tell you about what's going on with the truck.
All the time, Herb. All the time.
Okay, I have an answer for you on that. And what we have through International is we have it's a program called On Command Connection. And On Command Connection is that we will communicate with Navistar will communicate with your telematics service, and it will send real-time information. We have a guy, awesome guy by the way, that works at our dealership that looks at all of the codes that are coming up. So instantaneously, he will see the codes that will come up on your screen if you do have a code, a fault code. And then also, you can get an app on your phone where you can see the fault codes too.
So I would have complete access.
You'd have complete access, and you could have good retention. You would know exactly what's going on. So if a driver has a fault code, you wouldn't normally know it. Now you can have that access where you can do it on On-Command Connection,
Very cool.
which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to talk to you about, as in the cab itself, it has an all-new HVAC system.
Nice.
So it's brushless, and what that means to you is that, because I see the older Internationals that you have, this International with this new HVAC system, it has 3 times the life expectancy as the old Internationals.
Good.
3 times the life expectancy, and it works 3 times as quick. It actually clears out the condensation and moisture and
Wow.
everything like that.
Okay.
Also, if you look, you can see all your controls. This is for your automatic transmission. This is the Airship PTO that we have here. You can see that all of these toggle switches are already pre-selected and they're already marked for your convenience. You also have a USB port, and what that means to you is that if your driver's out there and he gives you, oh well, my batteries or my phone's dead. Well,
A lot of drivers give me that excuse there.
yeah. So, and then if you'd like to, we can take a walk back outside, and I'll go over some other things over here, and then.
Sure.
Okay, and you also said that you like bling and you like to load it up. The nice thing about International is that on this particular model, as you can see, you have plenty of frame rail space where you can load up with boxes and things like that. The frame rails are straight framed. If you look underneath here, it's straight framed, it's huck bolted, and that straight frame has 80,000 psi and it's a single C channel, so you don't have dual C channels that are rusting or having a rubbing point.
Yeah.
So you have a single C channel with 80,000 psi. The RBM on this is 839,000 pounds, which far exceeds what you'll ever use this truck for.
Good.
So, in addition to that, you can go with the rear axles and the front axles. You can go with this one's a hydraulic brake. You can get an air brake truck,
Okay.
where you can have air brakes, and you can have an air suspension with a dump valve. You press the button in the front.
It's a lot of options here. I
Yes.
like it.
And what it means to you is that when you hit that dump valve, it'll lower your bed height. You have a better loading angle and better pivot point.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing. How many years are you keeping your trucks?
Around 5, 7 max.
Okay. So if you're keeping your trucks 5 to 7 years, we have a couple things that are really important.
Yeah.
First off, you have as for the warranty, on the cab itself, on the structure itself, it's 2 years unlimited. We have a 3-year unlimited engine and transmission warranty.
Okay.
And we also, which also is available, is you can get a 5-year up to 300,000 mile engine and after treatment warranty, which will
Definitely
cover
gonna need it.
everything for that period of time.
Good.
And we also have financing. We deal with my friend Jamie at the office he has financing, and if you decide that with this new design you want to get terms, you can get terms all the way up to 84 months. So that gives you the flexibility if you want it, and then you can also have the means to be able to spread out your payments over a longer period of time.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for me?
No. I like the truck. We'll consider it. Obviously, I would love to
Okay.
meet with Jamie and see where it goes.
All right, sounds good. So if we can put the numbers together and make it work for you, can earn your business.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir.